Alright friends, welcome back. Got a ripper of a video for you tonight. I've been in the market for a headlamp, gonna rip straight into it for a long time. Been doing a lot of running, I haven't recently, as you can probably tell, but I just used to use a crappy Arlec cheap one that ran on AAA lights. Worked perfectly fine, but absolutely no regulation or anything along those lines, and I would go through batteries pretty much every week. So I decided I needed to upgrade. Now I've had this light, this particular light, for a couple of months now, so I think I'm probably pretty well placed to give you guys an update on what it actually is like, my thoughts and things like that. Now, the brand that I've bought is a Fenix. Now I've had Fenixes for a long time. Now this is a Fenix L2D. Takes AA's, it's adjustable brightness, it's got all the usual strobes. I've had this for about 12 years. I'm actually amazed I've still got it. Waterproof, glass, really well built lights, Fenix, which is sort of why I went back to that. This new one, which is the HM65R-T, which the T is for trail running, and it's a bit of a beast. So as you can see, she's fairly well built and put together. Nice and bright strap. It's also got a really cool adjustable system to tighten up. So traditional ones just got a strap and adjustable, tighten up around your head. This one goes over the top. You pop the little belt out the side, push the belt in, you'll hear a click, and then just wind it up until it goes tight on your head. I really like it from a simplicity sort of view, but if you're ripping it in and out of bags, if you've got it in your backpack, I am a little bit concerned that these wires may break and then pretty much makes the whole head strap useless. So just something to be mindful of. Like I said, I've been using it and I haven't thought about breaking it or caught it on anything, but because you do have these little thin bits of material, it probably is likely to break. I've no idea if you can get spares for it or not. I assume you probably can, but just something to be mindful of. Now, this light, I've got the page up here because there's just so much going on with the light that it's not funny. You've got, as you can probably see here, you've got two lenses. You've got a spotlight and a floodlight. Now, you want to do any sort of running, walking, hiking, you only need the floodlight. It's got 3 modes, and this is the other reason why I bought it. Individual clickers for the individual lights. You don't have any of that fancy strobe stuff. 3 modes, low, medium and high. 5 lumens on the low, which gives you like 300 plus hours of runtime. So on the medium mode, you get 70 lumens, which gives you a runtime of 36 hours, which is ridiculous. And 400 lumens on its highest setting, which is 12 hours. Because you're using a really large lithium battery, the output is all regulated with the smarts that are in this thing. So it's just constant, and then it will just cut off. Now, with the big spotlight, you've got 3 modes again. You've got lowest is 130, 400 lumens for the medium setting, and then you get a burst on high mode. Now the high mode is at 1300 lumens, which is insane, and that runs for around that 8 to 10 minutes before it will step back down to the 400 lumen mark. So you've got an absolute power of light. Now I can tell you, if, like I said, if you're doing any running, anything slow moving, and you only want to see 40 yards in front of you, this floodlight is all you will need. Nothing else is required. If you want to see things up to 100, 150 meters, it says 186 meters on the website, but depending on what I need to pick out, I've got some video where you can see a light pole at 100 meters perfectly fine, and things behind that as well. So it's made out of magnesium. It's quite light, 145 grams I weighed it on the scale, compared to a Plastic Fantastic with 3 AAA's in it. It was about 80, so it is about 60 grams heavier. So if you are running, something to be mindful of. You do notice it, but it's not like it's hurting you or anything else. And that's probably the only other thing with this light that I don't like is, if you open it up, you can see here, it's just all the plastic with the thin strap as a protection. I would like a thin bit of foam in there just to make it a little bit more comfortable to wear. But apart from that, I don't really have any other cons. It's got lockout. You can lock the light out, so if you put it away, you press both the buttons and it will lock it out. It's also got a little plastic cover that goes over half of it, so if anything is pressing on it, it should stop it from being accidentally switched on. Obviously it's got a replaceable battery and it is USB-C rechargeable, so I wanted to take the plunge and get a rechargeable light, and I only wanted to get USB-C. All my other devices are USB-C. I did not want a micro USB switch, so that just is plugged in at the back here, with a nice thick rubber grommet to stop the water going in, and this thing is rated for 2 meters of depth for I think up to 30 minutes at any time, with being waterproof. So it's an absolute beast. Now, pricing wise, these run anywhere from, depending on where you are, but in Australia from 140 to about 170 bucks, depending on what website that you get it on. But for the money, if you're wanting something that's going to last you a long time and is durable, I think this is probably hard to beat. Now, you probably hear me as I'm doing this bit of a fidget thing. It's got really nice click detents of where it needs to sit. When you're running, there's no way, depending on which setting that you stick it in, it's not going to bounce out and slowly flip up as you're running along. It's locked in there nice and tight. So, yeah, this thing, an absolute beast. Nice reflective thing, so if you are running at night, people are driving past, you will get the nice lit up Fenix part. As for how long that'll stay on there before it breaks down and flakes off, not 100% sure. But overall, this light, an absolute beast from a runtime perspective. Lowest setting, the 5 lumens, if you need to walk around camp at light and you have no other ambient lighting, all you will need. If you're in a tent, you're trying to read a map, you're in your car, the 5 lumens, and it always starts on its lowest setting. So, and that's for either of the 2 lights. 5 lumens, all you need. 70 lumens, you can run no problems. The 400, perfect for running 4 hours. If I'm running for 4 hours in the dark, I'd be wanting to be trying to find a lot of money, I tell you, because there's no way I'd be running for that long. All right, I've rambled on enough. Let's jump into the video now and I'll show you what it actually looks like in real time. All right, guys, this is 400 lumens, 12 hours. As you can see, this is lit up huge. If you're out running, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably a good 4 or 5 meters. And from a depth perspective, well, I'm here, I'm about a meter in front of the pole already. 1, 2, 3, 5, really lit up. So hopefully it picks up, but that slide from the camera here is probably a good 12, 15 meters away, and then to the back fence is probably, I'd say, about 18 meters. So absolutely lit up, had no problems at all. I'm hoping this is picking me up. I can see everything and anything that's out on the grass here in front of me. It's phenomenal. Now, the next mode that we're going to go to is 130 lumens, and that is 33 hours of run time, and then the lowest setting is 300 hours, so absolutely nuts. All right, let's jump in. All right, now, like I said, this is 130 lumens. It's a lot less, but if you were still out walking or out, you know, running, you could still see where you were going. Now, 1, 2, 3, probably 3.5, 4 meters of really bright light. Like I said, yeah, as I'm running, there's a stick here. I can see that stick on the grass. If you're moving at a quick rate and through really heavy terrain and stuff, I probably wouldn't use this. But if I'm out walking, absolutely no problem in being able to see what you're doing. Now, you're behind the camera by about a meter. You're behind the light by about a meter, and I'm in front of the light probably by 2.5 meters. So I'm hoping I'm getting picked up with the camera. It's only using the iPhone, but this is what you want to see. Now we'll go and look at the 5 lumen light. I'm not sure how much we're going to pick up. All right, this is 5 lumens. Now, I'm actually really surprised. You can, if you had to, walk around in the dark very slowly. You could see where you're going. Not a problem at all. But this is map reading. I won't take too much time up here because the quality is absolutely terrible. But you get 300 hours with this. All right, now let's jump to another clip that I took a couple nights ago, long range, about 150 meters. Let's go. All right, so it's pitch black here. I can probably see, I don't know, 15 yards under the starlight. Now, going to just turn on full power to start with. So hopefully the camera can pick up, but there is a light pole 100 meters away. That's on full power. Turn it off. That is low. You can see running around, absolutely no worries. That lights up the whole road with the big spot. Medium, so that's the 400 lumens. And as you can see there, easily more than enough light for running if you wanted to with the spotlight. And then that's full power mode. Turn it off. Low, you can just make out the light pole. Medium, you can make it out. It's a bit reflective because it's concrete, and you can easily see what's going on. All right, guys, so that's pretty much a wrap. Hopefully those videos have displayed the light in its best capability. I haven't touched any of the video from a lighting perspective, and it's ridiculously true through the camera as to what I was seeing. So I haven't jazzed up the lighting or fiddled with anything. It was really, really close to what I could see with my naked eye, so to speak. Yeah, overall this thing is really, really well put together and should last a hell of a long time. Only other thing I forgot to mention through the video, now there's a couple of stuff ups. The medium mode on the spotlight mode, sorry, the floodlight is 70 lumens, and that you do get the 36 hours of runtime. 130 is the low mode on the spotlight. So yeah, just clarify that one. The other thing is, if you want to test the light and see how much battery power, it's got a little indicator on the top here. So if it's got 4 lights, it's full, 3, 2 and 1. But yeah, overall, hope you really enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, let me know. But I really, really like this, and I'm going to have it for a very, very long time. Thanks again for watching Aussie Dad Life. I'll catch you on the next video. Cheers.